Let's be honest about poverty. Some families don't invest in land or gold. Their only investment is their beautiful daughter. 1968, Eastern Samar. Monel watched his family struggle every single day. They dreamed of owning land, but they woke up to hunger. Monel's sister was the breadwinner, but she didn't work in the fields. She worked in the market of men. 30 suitors, all vying for her attention. That's not a love life. That is a full-time job. They didn't just bring flowers. They brought money. They brought food. She used them. Plain and simple. It sounds ugly, right? Using men for groceries? But ask yourself, does pride taste good when you're starving? She was an anomaly in the village. Pointed nose, porcelain skin. She looked foreign. They called her body bottle-shaped, perfect curves. But in folklore, beauty like that isn't a gift. It's usually bait. Her father didn't care. He welcomed the visitors. Until one morning, a truck arrived carrying cows. Don Pepeng, the landlord. He didn't just visit, he brought 5 cows. 5 cows isn't a gift. That is a down payment. He owned the land they farmed. You can't say no to the man who owns your life. The father agreed immediately. She was sold to save the farm. But Monel found her secret. She was crying in the arms of a thin man. The man vanished into the woods instantly. That night, he returned. Monel saw him climbing the high window. Wait, that window was high. No ladder? He didn't need a ladder. From the waist down, he wasn't human. He was a snake. Okay. Secret boyfriend is a snake man. Still better than the landlord. The snake didn't want to run away. He wanted to eliminate the competition. Talk about a toxic ex. He literally planned to eat the new boyfriend. Midnight. The dogs howled. Monel saw him crawling in the grass. He was dragging a body. It was Don Pepeng's grandson. Poor guy. He thought he bought a wife. He just became dinner. The snake's jaw unhinged, stretching down to his neck. He swallowed the man whole. It took 30 minutes to finish the meal. After feeding, he crawled to the window, calmly. He told her, "Your sickness begins tonight. Do not cure it. Wait for 1 month." The sister wasn't scared. She was happy. Think about that. She preferred rotting alive over marrying Don Pepeng's grandson. That tells you everything you need to know about that family. She hugged Monel. "If I lose everything, I still have you," she said. She accepted her death to buy her freedom. And the next morning, the rot began. Morning came. She was deathly pale. Her stomach swelled, like she was full of air. Her fingernails detached. One by one, news spread. Don Pepeng's grandson was missing. The landlord stopped visiting. He thought she was a victim too.
An old healer visited. He saw the truth. This wasn't a normal sickness. It was a curse from the first breed, an ancient Aswang. Deep magic. The cure required a sacrifice. 20 human lives.
20 people? That's not a cure. That's a massacre. The parents refused. It was impossible. The final day came. She vomited insects. Black, poisonous blood oozed from her pores. Midnight struck. She arched her back and died. But then the rot vanished instantly. Her beauty returned. Perfect again in death. They buried her quickly. Thankful it was over. They were relieved she died. That's the saddest part. But Monel knew. She wasn't really gone. Monel's parents thought she was gone forever. But she returned. Once a year. Not in flesh, but as a spirit from another world. She wasn't suffering. She told Monel she was happy.
She even spoke of her children. Wait, children? Half human, half ancient snake babies? Now that is a sequel.
When their father died, she visited one last time. She stood there, unseen by everyone except Monel. She came back for the man who sold her. Monel grew old, but he never stopped telling the story. The story of the wife of the ancient Aswang.
Okay guys, real talk time. That wasn't a romance story. That was a business transaction. 30 suitors, gifts every day, no commitment. She wasn't looking for love, she was looking for groceries.
Can you blame her? Survival is expensive.
But the dad? He sold her for 5 cows. That's not a dowry. That is a price tag. Poverty turns children into currency. It's tragic.
And the family? They were relieved because death was safer than debt.
Okay, guys. Let's proceed to another story.
They say love conquers all. But in folklore, love can also kill you. Meet Alfredo. He fell in love with a stranger named Lusing. But his father had a bad feeling. The father warned him. Make sure she comes from a clean family, Alfredo. You come from a line of albularios. You will inherit my knowledge. No pressure, right? Just find a girl who is pure enough for a family of healers. They went to the town center. They found a mansion. Lusing lived in a massive house. But at the gate, the father froze. He felt something heavy. Let's go back, son. I feel something evil in this house. When an albulario gets a bad vibe, you run. You don't ask questions, just run. They saw Lusing's father, staring at them. Back home, the father confirmed it. They are Aswangs.
Alfredo begged, "Father, how can I find another? She is the only one I want."
Here is the tragedy. The father wants to save his son's soul. The son just wants to save his heart. Alfredo didn't listen. He brought Lusing home secretly. His father was confused. Lusing ate normal food. She touched sacred objects. She seemed human. Every afternoon, they climbed the hill to watch the sunset. One day, Alfredo's father brought snacks. But someone else arrived first. Lusing's father appeared. Angry, spreading a dark wind around him.
He shouted, "You are the ones spreading rumors about us. Why do you tolerate this relationship?"
Talk about an awkward meet the parents moment. One is a healer, the other is, well, a monster.
But then, Lusing's father calmed down. Boy, if you like my daughter, visit her at home. Not here. Alfredo's father didn't fight back. He felt dozens of creatures hiding in the shadows.
After that confrontation, Lusing vanished. 2 weeks. No contact. Alfredo stopped eating. He neglected his work. He was wasting away. His father realized if he stopped this love, his son would die anyway. He told Alfredo, "If you really love Lusing, find a way. You have my blessing." Folklore rule number 1. If you stay too long with monsters, you start becoming one.
Alfredo changed. He started getting goosebumps around his own father's holy tools. His father knew the signs. Alfredo was becoming Yangao, infected by their nature.
One day, he came home covered in bruises, limping. He fought men in town. They disrespected Lusing, Pa, so I hurt them. Then, Alfredo stopped coming home. He vanished into the Aswang's territory. His father didn't go alone. He brought other albularios. Lusing's father saw the healers. He snapped. "Who are these people?" It was a massacre. Sigbins versus albularios. Alfredo tried to stop it, but no one listened. When people choose protection over understanding, loss becomes inevitable. The moon hid behind the clouds. Total darkness consumed the fight. When the light returned, Lusing was impaled on a tree branch. Lusing's father held his dying daughter. He turned back into a human. He cried. We were preparing for their wedding. We just wanted them to be together. Not all Aswangs are deceivers. We don't eat humans. We just wanted peace. Aswangs don't believe in wakes. They buried her that same night. Her family left the town forever. Alfredo wanted to go with them, but he was too broken. Grief is a heavy thing. But for Alfredo, it completely shattered his mind. He started talking to trees, calling her name. He was gone. He stayed on their hill for a month, waiting for a sunset she would never see again. His father found him dying. "Forgive me, son. My love destroyed you." Alfredo whispered, "Father, I want to be free. Transfer my life into an animal." The father caught a bird. He laid it next to his dying son. He performed the ritual. As Alfredo breathed his last, the bird flew away. Sometimes the only escape from a broken heart is to stop being human.
Okay, let's take a deep breath. That wasn't a horror story. That was a tragedy.
Real talk? The villains here aren't the Aswangs. It's the parents. If the two dads just talked instead of fighting, Lusing would still be alive.
Yeah. They didn't even try.
But we have to make sure something like this never happens again. Think about it. Think about it. The monsters were actually the peaceful ones. They didn't eat humans. They ate normal food. They even prepared for a wedding.
Alfredo's dad judged them based on their species, not their actions. That is pure prejudice. If you like this new format, the storyteller and the critic, consider hitting that subscribe button.
We have darker stories waiting for you. You don't want to miss them.
See you in the dark. Until the next one.